is a carousel of color. Beautiful, marvelous color. And let me tell you that this original nighttime spectacular was among the most original things I've ever seen, frankly. And we've seen something like it in Phantasmic, but expand the number of fountains to basically be the next Bellagio fountains. This is a story of the world of colors and why that's one of my favorite nighttime spectaculars in all of Disney. When World of Color debuted in 2010, it came at the end of my annual pass that year. I had an annual pass from 2009 to 2010, and it basically debuted just two mere days, and I was able to experience World of Color once during that opening weekend. And the rest is history. I immediately fell in love with the story, and let me tell you, there have been many other iterations of World of Color, especially during the Diamond Celebration 60th anniversary. World of Color Celebrate the Wonderful World of Walt Disney, celebrating his life and his accomplishments and his achievements. Another version, you also have the pre-shows that they had. They have Hurry Home, which was fairly recent. It was to celebrate Lunar New Year. They had it a couple times in 2019 and 2020 using the music from the Shanghai Disneyland opening, and that was a very beautiful one. Celebrate America is another good one that runs during the 4th of July. That was I don't think I've ever experienced it, though. I know we've experienced the fireworks show, but I haven't experienced that World of Color just yet. When they ran when they ran Winter Dreams, they had a little song before the show officially began, and that ran until 2016, where it was replaced with Season of Light. Speaking of Season of Light, that has to be one of the best holiday versions of World of Color. That one, it truly gives you that feeling of Christmas and the holidays. Now, one of the big things that came out in the first year of World of Color was the Tron Core. Everybody keeps talking about that Tron Core, how much they miss it. And let me tell you, I never got to experience it, unfortunately. But in YouTube videos, the way that it incorporated the entirety of Paradise Pier was amazing. You had the projections in the little circle, in the loop. You had lighting effects on the frames. It was so awesome. And there was nothing ever like it. There have been many different encores, but it just never really felt the same. And then just about a year ago, in 2019, you had the first Halloween version of World of Color, and that was Villainous. And Villainous was a very interesting show. As much as I enjoyed it, it felt a little too kiddie. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, though. But it just wasn't really my type. And then the first one, the first holiday version, Winter Dreams. Let me tell you, let's just say it came at a time where many people thought that Frozen was everywhere. Frozen fever was in the air, and when Frozen's everywhere, you tend to oversaturate that market. And let's just say that it's just not my thing. But Season of Light, which replaced it in 2016, that's so beautiful. It really sets that emotion that World of Color, the World of Color Winter Dreams just didn't do. Going into, which version is this? Going into Celebrate. During the Diamond Celebration, I really thought of it as a history lesson, which I like, but not in the way that it was executed. Let's just say there were some pacing problems with that I just couldn't get over. Period. Like, the pacing was just off. There was something wrong with the pacing that really bothered me throughout that run of Celebrate. Now, one other World of Color version that like there have been different, variations of World of Color, where World of Color, at least the segments had changed. So in the beginning, there was actually supposed to be a full-sized Chernabog that came out. Now, Chernabog, we all know that's from Phantasmic in Fantasia, but with it already existing in Phantasmic and the 50-foot mast that gets hidden inside the lagoon, that's a little too much Chernabog. So they cut it and they replaced it with Pirates of the Caribbean, which if you were to see it today, still happens. Brave is another segment that a lot of people thoroughly enjoyed, and it's also another one of those things that I enjoy. I don't think I've seen it recently, though. I think they changed it out, but it's one of those things. I will also add that in 2010, the World of Color that you've seen in 2010 and even today isn't the original version of World of Color that you see. On YouTube, circling the internet, there is a version of World of Color that's pre-premiere, and apparently there was an entire revision of World of Color that basically is seen today, but there is an original version of World of Color if you want to look that up. And that version, let's just say it's very different. The pacing starts out slow. It's a very interesting pacing, but I kind of like it better because as you go towards that finale, you get a little bit of Enchanted in there. And, Enchanted really doesn't get that much love. But with that version of World of Color, the version of So Close leads into Ever Ever After from Enchanted, and then it goes into the finale. So, and I personally like that the original version, the pre-release version of So Close, it really feels that emotion better than the current day. So yeah, World of Color, one of my favorite shows at Disney of all time. It's up there with Phantasmic, but Phantasmic will always have a special heart in my place. So that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you all for joining us. We will be back next Tuesday for a brand new episode of the vlog. But until then, we do have our live stream tonight, WandaVision live reactions of episode 6. That'll be live tonight at 11:55 in late night. We'll see you guys then. So long.